you, Victor. Welcome back.
Nice to see you. Hard at work as always.
Yes. Gosh, I was so worried about you. We all were.
I had quite an adventure, you know.
I saw your press conference on TV.
Yeah?
Yeah. But I imagine you're here about the takeover.
No, to be honest with you, I don't want to discuss that right now. I'm much more concerned at the moment with the custody battle involving Cassie.
Of course, how can I help?
I talked to my son about it. He seems to be very worried.
Yeah, well, as you probably know, both sides have rested. We're waiting for the judge's ruling.
I heard. Now, what do you think about the whole thing?
Much like Nicholas, I am worried too, Victor. And afraid.
Billy! Hey, come on in.
Hey, Trace. Is Steve here?
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Bet I know what you're here for.
Ah, you found him.
Took me a while. They were buried under a bunch of my camping stuff.
Steve's gonna let me borrow his night vision binoculars.
You be careful with those, okay? I hate to see them disappear at the bottom of some river.
I'll guard him with my life, I promise.
So, are you and your friend ready to get going on your great adventure?
Well, we leave for the Tetons first thing in the morning. I can't wait to hit those rapids.
It sounds like it's going to be really fun.
Oh, well, it's not like you two are sitting around vegetating. Now, that trip to Australia sounds pretty exciting, too.
Speaking of which, guess what?
What?
We talked your old man into coming to Australia with us.
Actually, I think it was Colleen that convinced me.
Oh, well, that's great. I've been ragging on Dad to take himself a fun vacation.
Well, good then. We're all going to have a great summer.
All right, Jill, you listen to me, and you listen to me well. Mac and Bertie are not going anywhere. They are my house guests. I invited them here, and by God, here they are going to stay. So you had better get used to it. All your huffing and puffing. My dear, you can't do one damn thing about it.
Oh, the hell I can't. This property is half mine, Catherine, and I want them out.
Well, then they will stay in my half of the house.
How are we going to monitor that? How will we know what's your half?
Well, let's see. In the past, when we were making negotiations, our lawyers were working on that. Do you remember?
No, I don't remember.
Well, I do. Half of the sleeping room is mine. Of course, my bedroom is all mine, and half of the guest rooms are mine. And as for the kitchen, I should think you would give me that.
What?
Well, Jill, you have no talent nor use for it.
Over my dead body, Catherine. You and Esther tried to burn it down, as I recall, and I was the one who renovated it. What the hell are you looking at me like that for?
God in heaven, I think I finally understand.
I've tried to be nice, Callie. But I do have some important things to discuss with my husband. So why don't you do yourself a favor and go home?
Home, huh? I don't think you want me to do that, Lady Doc.
Damn it, Callie, I don't have time for this.
Then you leave. Malcolm and I happen to be in the middle of something very important ourselves.
Do you really think that you take preference over me where my husband's concerned? I don't think so.
Bet me. I have a feeling Malcolm would agree.
You're really pushing your luck, aren't you?
Fine. You want to talk to the man, suit yourself.
I do have that right.
Yeah, I suppose you do.
Hey, Calvin, I'm all set.
I'll be waiting outside.
The Young and the Restless. This portion sponsored by Charmin Ultra, Where would you be without it?
Better hang on to those test tubes, girl, because you're going to get squeezed.
What's gotten into you? Whoa.
What? Need a reason to squeeze my wife?
No, you don't, but I've got the feeling you have one.
Brilliant deduction.
What's going on?
Well, what's going on is my latest novel. Just got my editing back from Steve.
Yeah, good news?
It's terrific, and he barely touched a word.
Oh, honey, that's wonderful. Congratulations.
And that's only part of it. He wants it to go to press in November.
Because he wants the book ready for the holidays.
That's right. And there's more. Once the book hits the stores, they want me to do a autograph signing tour, hit all the key cities, and I do not intend to go alone.
You want me to go with you?
Absolutely. Oh, we're going to be hitting New York, too, so it gives you a chance to spend some time with your dad and Tracy.
Oh, honey, that's a great idea.
And not to mention, we get to check out the beds in some of the finest hotels in the country.
Sounds like you might have another book there somewhere.
Could be, who knows? Anyway, I'm not asking for a commitment now, and I just want you to think about it and see if we can make this happen.
There's no reason why we can't work it out.
Yeah. You get to watch me sign autographs, you might just be impressed.
I'm already impressed. Very impressed.
Why are we talking about this now? All the testimony is in. The judge is going to rule soon. It's out of our hands.
Not yet. Right now, besides the judge, you are the one person who can make a choice. Now, I am appealing to you as one mother to another. Dig down, deep in your heart. Examine your soul. Think about a little girl and her future. And then follow your conscience. Please, Alice, do what's right for that precious child. There's still time. It's in your hands. That's all I came here to say.
Michael?
Yes!
Oh. Thanks for coming over.
Oh, when you phoned, it sounded as if you were coming unglued.
No, I needed to see you. Just waiting for the judge to make her decision is driving me nuts.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. I sympathize with you, but I had more important things to do than sit here and hold your hand while you wait.
Do you have any idea when we'll hear something?
It hasn't been that long. I said I'd contact you.
All right. You don't have to bite my head off.
Yeah, well, I just don't appreciate being called down here for no reason.
Look, I know you've been upset with me. I just wish you'd tell me why. What is it? What's wrong?
Are you honestly telling me that Nicholas and Sharon could lose custody of Cassie?
There's always that possibility. But unfortunately, the law is very ambiguous in situations like that.
Let me ask you something. How could the judge rule in favor of a mother who abandoned her child?
I know. It's just a very complicated case. The law was created to protect the adoptive parents, and most of the time, it's a good law. The adoptive parents often deserve that protection.
But in this case, it's different.
It's true. But, Victor, we can't change the law.
Boy, oh boy, this is frustrating. Maybe there's another solution.
Believe me, I'd welcome any suggestion.
Maybe Alice could be persuaded to drop her demands. If the price were right.
Understand what? Why it's so upsetting to you, my having house guests here. I have friends. You don't. You're all alone.
Believe me, if I had friends like that, I would rather be alone.
Matt and Bertie are very nice people, Joe. Were you to come down off your high horse and talk to them, you might be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, well, I seriously doubt that.
You're truly hurting, are you not?
Why would you say that to me?
Well, you're self-medicating, for one thing.
Gee, I better pull out the fire hose.
You ever heard of knocking?
I didn't realize the Jabot lab had become top secret.
Just a husband and wife just trying to have a private moment.
Which is a beautiful thing. It's great to see a happy couple these days.
Well, Bradley, I wish I could stick around and talk, but I've got some work I gotta do.
Hello, me too, Cole. Maybe we could catch up some other time.
You want me to take Carlton with me so you can get some work done?
Honey, actually, I asked Brad to stop by.
Yeah, that's right. Pretty busy guy, Cole. Why else would I be here?
Catch you at home later.
Yeah. I'll be there.
Bradley.
Take care. Why do I get the feeling that your husband is not too fond of me?
Well, that woman has a hell of a lot of nerve.
Olivia, what are you doing here? Wait, let me guess. Came by to tell me that you take another trip, right?
We need to talk.
Maybe you need to talk, but I don't.
Malcolm, please, just hear me out. I know you're really angry with me. I'm just hoping that we can get past all that.
Why?
Because I really want us to put our marriage back together.
A little late for that, don't you think?
I wouldn't be here if I thought that. There is nothing you and I can't work out if we just put our minds to it.
You don't believe that?
Yes, I do. I want you to reconsider. I'm hoping that you'll come back home.
I cannot believe you have the nerve to stand here and suggest that again.
You don't think I mean it? Believe me, I mean it. It wasn't easy for me to come here, but I did it because nothing is more important to me than trying to save our marriage.
Olivia, that's not the way you felt before.
I know, and I explained that. I just needed time to think.
Time to think. Oh, so you've done that now, huh?
Yes, I have, and I see things more clearly now. At least I thought I did.
What is that supposed to mean?
You and the way you're treating me. I have to wonder, did I ever mean anything to you?
Oh, Olivia, cut it. You know you meant something to me.
Then what is the problem? What is it? You've wanted us to be together for a long time now, and now I want that too. But why this attitude?
I'll tell you why. Because I have a really hard time believing that this is what you want.
I don't understand when you say that. I mean, what is it you mean?
I think you know damn well what I mean, Olivia. You know what? I got things to do. Excuse me.
Are you moving out of the studio?
Yeah, that's right.
Are you coming home?
No. I got myself an apartment, Olivia.
A nice place?
Yeah. It's a real nice place.
Alone?
No. Not alone, Olivia.
I see. You're moving in a different direction. I don't want to take up any more of your time. I'm sorry I bothered you.
another direction, just like you did. And you slept with my brother.
So, Madam President, why have I been summoned?
Well, as you know, I missed the last Newman board meeting. I was wondering if anything happened that I should know about.
No, nothing earth-shattering, pretty routine stuff.
Where you and my brother are concerned, there's nothing routine, which is part of the reason why I asked you to stop by.
Oh, Ash, come on. Are we going to get into your brothers and my relationship again?
Yeah.
All right, what's bothering you now?
The weirdness of it. 1 minute, you're at each other's throats. Ready to call the whole thing quits. Next, you're huddled at some restaurant furiously discussing some sort of business.
What's so weird about that?
No fireworks, obvious harmony. Which makes me wonder, is this a temporary truce you've called or permanent peace?
You know, you really have this special ability to dramatize things.
Mm-hmm. Is that what I'm doing?
Well, of course it's what you're doing. Ash, your brother and I are running a company together, and we have to coexist whether we like it or not.
And that's your explanation?
Well, yes, that's my explanation. Look, we're two aggressive, strong-minded guys. We knock heads, we disagree a lot. But the bottom line is we have the same goal. The betterment of this company. Period.
Quite the odd couple.
No mystery, Ash. Just business.
How come I get this feeling, then, that you're dancing around the truth?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's that overactive imagination of yours that I'm so fond of.
I don't think so. That's what worries me.
Worries you? Why?
Because there's something different about Jack and you. More confidence, more relaxed. An air of tranquility. Frankly, it scares the hell out of me.
Hey, Billy. You know, we haven't had much of a chance to talk since you've been back from Genoa City. How'd that go?
It's pretty good.
Just pretty good?
Oh, I had a nice enough time. Except I had to tell Mom about 10 times that I wasn't staying longer than a week.
She didn't like that very much, did she?
Yeah, well, tell me about it. I really had to stick to my guns.
Sort of a battle of wills.
Yeah. Mom can be difficult to talk to. She only hears what she wants to hear.
Honey, you know, it is no secret that I have never been a very big fan of Jill's. We never got along. But I will say this much. Where you were concerned, it was always different. She can be self-absorbed, and as much as I think she can love anyone, I know that she loves you. And I'm sure that it was very difficult for her to give you up. So, try to understand that, okay?
This isn't medicine. Besides which, I make them very weak. It's just something I do. Oh, keep telling yourself that, Joe, just as I do.
Don't you dare lecture me, you old sot!
Perhaps it's just another way of concealing your pain.
What are you on about?
Billy, of course. Your son.
What about him?
Well, Jill, I'm sure you must be terribly disappointed. It was apparent that you were hoping he would spend more time here, but at least the major part of the summer, but now he's gone.
Stop it. I don't want your sympathy. You just spare me your touchy-feeling sentimentality.
Jill, why don't you tell me how you really feel? You know, perhaps I could help you.
Oh, really? You would help me? Why is that?
Because if we're going to live together, the less miserable you are, the less miserable you are going to be for everyone around you.
Then just get off my back, Catherine. Just leave me alone, you and your grubby friends both, and we're not going to have any problem.
All right. One question.
What?
Will Billy be back before summer is over?
The Young and the Restless will continue.
Victor, I'm afraid in this case, money isn't the answer.
Why not?
Well, in the beginning, I thought that's what Alice was after, too, especially when she hooked up with that low-life boyfriend.
And now?
Now, I believe she genuinely wants Cassie back.
And you don't think she could be tempted?
I'm just going to be honest with you. An offer like that now, at this point, it would be suicide. Try and buy off Alice, she'd take the cash, go right to Michael, and he would turn it into something that would cost you and your family a lot more than money. Alice would be certain to get custody.
I guess you're right. Still, when I think what this does to Nicholas and his wife, just getting their family back together. What if they lose the child?
They haven't lost her yet.
But you yourself said it's a possibility.
Well, anything's possible when Michael Baldwin's involved.
I tell you, that man, the pain he caused Nicky during the divorce proceedings, the way he manipulated Diane Jenkins, the way he dragged out the whole legal process by creating all kinds of roadblocks, and then he fed all that garbage to the press.
He's made your lives a nightmare.
He still is making my life a nightmare. You know, he forced me to give Diane Jenkins a seat on my board of directors. You know what that means?
Control of your company.
That man has got to be stopped.
Drop it, Alice. I don't care to discuss it.
Why?
Because I am your attorney, my personal life has absolutely nothing to do with our relationship. And why should you care about what I'm going through anyway?
For starters, because I owe you.
You don't owe me anything.
Of course I do. Look how supportive you've been. I'd like to return the favor.
All right. If you insist. It concerns someone I care about.
Grace Turner?
Yeah. If it hadn't been for this custody hearing, we might have had a future together, but now?
Yeah, well, it's no wonder she's ticked off at you. The way you treated her on the stand.
More than that. Long story. But I have to admit that cross-examination didn't help. Oh, well. Easy come, easy go. I shouldn't be taking my frustrations out on you.
Look, I just wish there was some way I could cheer you up.
I'll recover. I've always been much better in the courtroom than in the personal arena. So, don't you worry about me, okay? I've been a loner all my life.
I still say there's more to it. That you'd sacrifice your relationship with Grace just for this case.
Must be my competitive spirit.
Or does it have something to do with the woman representing Sharon Newman?
What?
I can't help but wondering if that's why you took on this case. And why you want to win so badly. Because there's some old rivalry between you and Christine Williams.
Sorry.
What are you doing here? Is something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. They told me at the front desk that you'd be on duty this evening, so I decided to wait for you.
Any special reason?
To see how you were doing. And apparently, from the looks of it, not very well. You've been crying.
Neil, don't be ridiculous.
Liv, please, come on, talk to me.
I'm okay. I'm fine.
I don't think so. It's Malcolm, isn't it? You were at his studio, weren't you?
Yeah. We talked.
And what did he do now? Oh, no, wait, let me guess. Don't answer that question. He took off on you again, didn't he?
Oh, Neil.
Oh, man, what is wrong with that
Don't
guy?
be upset.
No, I have had it with him. This attitude of his has gotten old. I'm tired of watching him shoot you down time and time again. It's got to stop, Liv.
Well, it will. It will. It's over, Neil.
You mean it's over?
I mean that things are different. I mean, I've lost him.
You've
Lost? What kind of crazy talk is this?
Oh, you think it's crazy? Well, he's got an apartment.
What?
Yeah, he's got an apartment. And he and Kelly have moved in together.
Callie, that shower felt so good.
Well, if that didn't relax you, this will.
I see you thought of everything.
It was in one of the boxes you brought from the studio.
Oh. Then I guess I thought of everything, huh?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Might help to talk about it.
Talk about what?
Your conversation with your wife, that is what you're brooding about, isn't it?
I'm sorry, Callie. I don't mean to rain on our parade.
Hey, you don't have to apologize. I know you're going through a rough time.
Hey, why don't we talk about something else, right?
You know, just so you know, I know this isn't easy for you, letting go of your marriage.
Well, Carly, there's no point in looking back. Olivia's moved on, so why shouldn't I?
Is that why she came to see you, to tell you she moved on?
Kelly, I have no idea why she came to see me. I am tired of trying to figure that woman out, and you know that? I am sick and tired of trying to figure her out.
Well, I can't wait to fix this place up. Hey, I don't want to push you, Malcolm. I just want you to be happy here. Listen, we can kick back or do some more unpacking. Up to you.
Why don't we unpack? Kelly, my mood has nothing to do with you. You know that, right?
I know. Malcolm.
Yeah, so.
Remember this? So, I'm wondering, is this just the calm before the storm, this warm and fuzzy friendship you've got going with my brother?
Calm before the storm, warm and fuzzy friendship. There you go with the drama again.
Okay, I'll cut to the chase. What are you and Jack up to?
You know, you have been with the author too long. You are creating fiction.
You're avoiding the issue.
What issue? There's no issue.
I don't believe you.
Look, Ash, I'm sorry, but there is no mysterious scenario here. Fate threw your brother and me together, and we're just trying to make the best of it.
And that's it?
That's it. There ain't no more. Now I have a question for you.
Which is?
When I walked in here before, you and Cole were in a clinch. But there was something missing.
What?
Heat, pizzazz, what's going on there?
What kind of a question is that?
Obviously a very good question, judging by your reaction.
Do you have a point here, Brad?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do have a point. I just don't see how a vital, exciting woman like you can be with a guy who is so introverted and uptight and withdrawn.
Did you ever hear that opposites attract, Brad?
Well, it's a nice try, but it's way too simple of an explanation, Ash.
And how did we start talking about Cole anywhere? We were talking about something serious concerning you and Jack.
Your marriage isn't serious?
Of course it is. Since when have you been so interested in my personal life?
You know that I have always been interested in your personal life. Look, I don't mean to be too blunt, but I just don't see how you and Cole can make it. You are filled with fire. And that poor guy can barely work up a spark.
For your information, my husband is an extremely passionate man, sometimes more than I can handle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you'll forgive me if I find that kind of hard to believe.
Well, that would be your problem, wouldn't it? So how's Nikki doing these days anyway, huh?
Who's Nikki?
I hear she's out of town for a while. Sure must put a crimp in your plans.
Who said I had any plans?
You never said you didn't.
I never said I did. You know what the worst part of this whole thing is?
Oh, please, tell me.
You're not free. And right now, I can't tell you how much I wish you were.
No, Billy has no plans to return that I'm aware of. And it's a good thing, too.
Why do you say that?
Because then I won't be beholden to you, which is a great relief to me.
I rather enjoy seeing Billy again. I think he's a lovely young man, Jill.
Yeah, that's maybe the one thing we agree on.
Would you like me to call John and mention that you would like to have Billy back again? Perhaps I could mention something that would make him reconsider.
No, Catherine. That would be pointless, because you see, it has nothing to do with John. It's my son. He'd rather go rafting down the river with his friends than spend one extra moment with me, his mother.
You don't really need that drink, do you, Jill?
No. No, I don't need it. I want it. And I can have it. Because you're the one with the problem with liquor. I, unlike you, have willpower and self-control. Let me tell you something else. I don't want those people in my house, and I will have them out, one way or the other.
Mom actually had me feeling sorry for her a couple times. It was always about her wanting to have her own way.
Well, I wouldn't judge her too harshly, Billy. She doesn't get to see you very much.
Oh, I know, Tracy, but geez, she...
Billy, look, you have grown up so quickly. More quickly than I think your mother realized. And she's probably feeling like she's missed a whole lot of years.
Yeah, well, she did. All right, but that's history. All right, that's something we all have to learn to live with, including her. Hello? Hey, man, how you doing? When? Where? All right, I'll be right there.
Billy, what's wrong?
Oh, that was Dylan's brother. He's at the hospital. I gotta go. I'll explain later, okay?
Remember?
That's my medallion.
I gave it to you for good luck a long, long time ago.
Where did you find that?
In your duffel bag. Means a lot to me. You've kept it all these years.
We go way back, don't we?
No two kids were ever more desperately in love.
God, that seems like a lifetime ago.
Remember how I used to dream of what our apartment would be like?
Yeah. Well, look at us, huh? I guess now we know.
You know why I think you kept this medallion?
Why?
Because deep down, you never stopped loving me just like I never stopped loving you.
Golly.
It's okay. I know you're not ready to say the words yet. I can wait. I've got all the time in the world.
I am trying to move on with my life. You know that, don't you?
I know. It's going to work out, you'll see.
You just have all the answers, don't you?
It'll be just the way we planned, you and me against the world. The way it was meant to be.
I was such a fool. I was trying to convince Malcolm to start over. It was like talking to a stranger.
Hey, Olivia, you listen to me. If he turned you down, that's his problem.
Oh, and to make matters worse, Callie was there, making me feel like I was the intruder.
Oh, Liv, I am so sorry.
And the way he looked at me, Neil. Like all the time that we spent together just never happened. I loved him. I still love him. I didn't think it would end this way.
I can see how upset you are. And honestly, I think you've suffered enough. Maybe it's for the best.
For the best?
What I mean is that Malcolm is making a clean break.
It's funny, isn't it? That it's only when you've lost something that you realize how much you really wanted it.
Olivia.
I have to admit, the thought of going head-to-head with Christine, that was very attractive.
Then I was right. This has become some sort of contest for you.
You were aware that we used to work together.
Kidding.
Christine was my protege. Until she did something that damn near ruined my career. Practically destroyed my life.
So now you hate her?
No. On the contrary. I have the utmost respect for her. And there was a time when she respected me.
And the only reason you agreed to represent me is because of her. All those things you said about how I deserved a second chance didn't mean anything.
No, I do believe everyone deserves a second chance, Alice.
But do you really think I can do it? Be a good mother to Cassie?
Alice, a child's future is at stake here. I've always believed in you. I've gone to bat for you. Don't make me have doubts about you now. Now, you damn well better be able to. Your little daughter is depending on you.
Victor, I know how you feel, believe me. But there's really only one thing we can do, wait and pray for the right decision.
When I think of how that man is jeopardizing the happiness of my son and my daughter-in-law, that pitiful excuse for a human being makes my blood boil. And isn't it ironic, Christine, that because of you, Michael Baldwin got his license back to practice law after having been disbarred. Should have stayed disbarred. Look what he's doing to my family now.
I think of that too. But I am convinced deep down that his past will catch up with him again. And if there's a God, which there is, and if there's justice, which there is, we will prevail. I have to believe that.
Yeah. I think With you as an opposing lawyer, we have a chance. Anyway, I pray you're right. Nice to see you.
You too.
Bye.
Join us again for The Young and the Restless.